Today on JNN, we go behind the scenes of every 15 minutes.
We learn more about a unique set of runners.
Grigori's FFA department prepares for competition.
And Lauren Bennett and Christine Tu are back on the case.
All this and more on today's JNN. Good morning, Grigori High. I'm Julie Glodek.
And I'm Dylan Longton. Today is Thursday, April 13th. Grigori's annual Every 15 Minutes was held on Tuesday, April 4th to warn students about the dangers of drinking and driving. Emma Jacobson and Julie Glodek bring us a behind-the-scenes look at the production of the program.
Every 15 Minutes was a program that was developed in the early 1990s up there in Chico, California. Police departments around the area were tired of seeing our young youth getting killed in traffic collisions. Hence the title, Every 15 Minutes, somebody was losing their life from an alcohol-related collision.
This is about not getting altered through alcohol or any other type of substance and getting behind a 3,000-pound weapon.
Part of making the dangers of drinking and driving a reality was beginning the day with professionally done makeup.
We're putting the makeup on the students to make it look realistic, because if you have this program, if you just slosh blood on somebody, it's not realistic. So we actually go to the coroner's office and match up bodies. We want it to look real, because if it's not real, it's not going to make an impact.
So they called me in here at 6 in the morning. I went and laid down on my back for about an hour and a half, and they just, put all this glue and fake blood and stuff all over me.
The injuries that we see with these kids coming in, this is exactly what we would see on trauma patients, unfortunately all the time. I would say almost on a daily basis.
With the reality of their injuries in mind, students involved in Every 15 Minutes are asked to open themselves up to their emotional instincts.
I tend to enjoy meeting with the students. I tend to enjoy getting into their head and letting them take that journey.
You guys need to realize the unimaginable pain that you're going to be feeling. And if you look at your injuries, they're not even done with them yet. So picture your faces making contact with that dash, with that metal, and how it's unimaginable pain.
The experience was definitely, I wouldn't say traumatic, but definitely intense. And the whole time you've got real firefighters, real paramedics doing their thing, trying to get you out of this car and actually operating on you. It was definitely intense. I thought the process was definitely going to be, more staged, more, like an act. However, it was, 100%, as they would in the field. It was crazy. It was crazy intense.
It has changed my opinion a lot on the decisions you make in life, because it can definitely end, even if you're not the one who's drinking, it can be ended by somebody else.
I was sad. I was very sad. Just thinking, if I actually did this to someone, I ruined their lives, and not just their lives, but I ruined their families' lives and their friends' lives. Before, I was not really taking things seriously, and now I'm starting to take things more seriously.
I definitely value my life a lot more. I used to just kind of see it as how it would affect me, and it didn't really matter as much to me. I kind of accepted the fact that people die, but I never really thought about how much it might affect other people, losing someone, or me losing someone, or someone losing me, and how that would impact their lives.
They let me in emotionally, they let the program in emotionally, and they gave it their all.
Reporting for JNN, this has been Emma Jacobson and Julie Glodek.
I'm Catherine Swartz, here with the JAG Update. Next week is Global Week, and there will be lunchtime activities every day to promote Earth Day and recycling. One of these activities is an upcycling art contest. Go to any Global Studies classroom with information about how to submit your art. And the Castaway will be holding a lunchtime fashion show on Wednesday at the stage to promote clothing sustainability. Seniors, if you're interested in being a featured speaker at graduation, go to the A building for a questionnaire and guideline due back on the 26th. Prom is just around the corner, and if you're still looking for a corsage or boutonniere, go to M103 for all your floral needs. And finally, there will be a table today at lunch with information about becoming a blood donor. Well, that's all the announcements I have today for JAG Update. Back to you, Dylan.
Thanks, Catherine. Hunter and Mason Reeves are a set of twin brothers on Gregori's track team that have found a dual passion in running. Lauren Bennett and Mason Lewis bring you the story.
Hunter and Mason Reeves started running at the beginning of their high school careers, and their success just keeps on growing. But between the twins, everything is a competition.
Sometimes we're really just competitive with each other and we fight, but other times we can be okay. I've been running since freshman year, cross country.
I've also been running since freshman year, but I started when doing track in the spring rather than starting cross country. I started off track hating running, and eventually it just got less and less hard, and then pretty soon running just became relaxing.
They're definitely something else. Running wise, personality wise, they're twins, which is so weird because they're so different. Hunter definitely wants to be up there where Mason's at, and Mason's definitely trying to improve. So as twins, it's got to be challenging, especially when one's a little faster than the other.
So, who is faster?
I'm faster.
He's definitely faster.
You know, it doesn't matter too much to me. I mean, I guess when the race starts, I just see Hunter as just any other competitor, and you can't really focus on that.
He's already so fast, and being slow in regards to him isn't really that big of a thing. Because compared to the majority of people, I'm pretty fast.
Hunter has his times to dramatically drop down. For example, he just ran a 10:23 3200, and last year was a 10:50. You know, he ran a 4:59 mile. He opened up at a 4:53 already, and that's after 2 miles the next day. So he's definitely improving. Mason, on the other hand, he's gonna fly. I don't know how fast, I don't know when, but the way he's doing right now, this guy's pretty darn dangerous.
The boys' mother, Karen Reeves, is their biggest supporter. In fact, she takes credit for bringing the love of running to the boys. But now, they are competitive, just like they were when they were young.
I think it's gotten better, you know, a lot of the careless fighting and arguments, kind of go away as we get older, but we're still brothers, and since we're around each other so much, we can still get into fights and arguments.
We definitely mess around with each other a lot, but when it comes to the race day and on the line, I think we're together just as a team.
Reporting for JNN, this has been Mason Lewis and Lauren Bennett.
Thanks, guys. With the school year in its last quarter, FFA is preparing in their final competitions. Faith Brown and Dylan Longton bring us an in-depth look at the preparation behind their meets.
Gregori's FFA team competes most weekends. The top 2 teams are floral and agronomy.
The agronomy team is basically just 5 of us people that go to competition and judge weeds, weed seeds, crop seeds, and soils.
We practice anywhere from an hour to 3 hours every day after school each week.
A normal competition is 5 different sets of judging classes where we give 4 reasons. We have identification, bugs, grain grading.
We practice our ID, our reasons, and also our judging classes.
To prepare, we have to study 300 pieces of ID. We have to learn the characteristics of about 15 different varieties of flowers and 15 different varieties of potted plants. Also need to learn how to do 3 different types of arrangements, a line arrangement, a triangle arrangement, and a loose vase arrangement, and a glue corsage.
We judge a class of flowers, and we have to talk how we placed them, why we placed them the way we did.
Ultimate is try to win first place at state finals in May, and if that team advances to national, it will go. They will compete in Indianapolis in October.
This has been Faith Brown and Dylan Longton reporting for JNN.
And finally, Lauren Bennett and Christine Tu bring us On the Case.
Hey guys, this is Christine Tu, and this is Lauren Bennett, and we are On the Case. Hey, isn't Easter coming up? Duh, it's this Sunday. Oh yeah. Hey, I got a joke for you. You ready? Which came first, the bunny or the egg? Bunnies don't lay eggs. Exactly, so why do they put the Easter bunny and eggs together? Does that mean we're on the case? We are now.
Because the bunnies, they spring forward. They, jump.
Yeah, bunny, we got that spring forward vibe, and they're white and pure.
The bunnies come out of hibernation.
Maybe the bunny is kind of far relative of a chicken.
Eggs are also symbolic of rebirth because they literally represent birth.
I like the eggs with money in them.
Yeah, I do too.
Spring is a new hatching, so eggs hatch, so boom.
They come out of hibernation.
Easter is a pagan tradition that started from German immigrants back in the 1700s. And they say that the bunny is a symbol of new life and fertility. And the egg is also a symbol of new life, obviously, because it hatches and a little baby pops out, right? But basically, it's a pagan tradition to celebrate spring, and spring represents new life. So in literature, we see that all the time with flowers blooming and the sun being out and plants growing. So yeah, it's a pagan tradition to celebrate new life.
New life and fertility, that totally makes sense.
And these cute little bunnies don't actually lay eggs.
This has been On the Case.
I'm Lauren Bennett.
And I'm Christine too.
And a special thanks to our guest, Chimichanga.
And Snickers.
Have a nice 3-day weekend.
Thanks, guys. Don't forget that there's no school tomorrow in honor of Good Friday.
That's it for today's JNN.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at JagNewsNet to stay up to date on all things Grigori.
I'm Dylan Longton.
And I'm Julie Glodek. See you next time.